Today we have Jay Flores, a Cheetos Deja ambassador and a scientist.
My gosh.
Jay.
Hi,
hey,
Jay.
how's it going?
Welcome.
How are you?
Doing good. Appreciate you joining us. We wanted to learn more about your organization. It's not magic, it's science. Can you tell us all about it?
Yeah, It's Not Magic, It's Science came out during the pandemic, actually. I knew kids weren't going to have access to fun science experiments. They weren't going to have engineers visiting their schools. They weren't going to be able to do any hands-on stuff. School was going to be difficult on Zoom, and science and math were going to be that much more difficult to be engaging on Zoom. So I wanted to find a way to engage them with science, things that they could do at home, but in a way that they weren't feeling like it was school. So they would come on, they would just see this kind of magical trick, and then maybe hopefully worry or like wonder, how did he do that? And since I'm a scientist and not a magician, I can actually teach you the science behind the trick. And has just kind of exploded since then. So it went from just social media to getting tons of views on TikTok and Instagram, to then now I do a live show where I take the kids up, just like you and I might go to a show in Vegas and the magician tells you to choose a card or something like that. I have the kids come up on stage, we have bigger versions of the experiments, and then they all get to take home one of our It's Not Magic, It's Science kits with them to do the experiments themselves. So that's been one of the most important parts for me, is to increase that access and equity so that kids feel like they can do it. They don't have to have any special fancy equipment. It's all stuff that you can find around the home, but presented in a really fun way.
That's
Awesome.
cool. It's like Chris Angel, but science. Like, I love that. So what does it mean to be a Cheetos Deja Huella ambassador, and what did it mean to you to be selected?
Science isn't something that's as celebrated in our society, especially within the Hispanic community as much, right? And so I wanted to make sure that I could bring that to the table as something that should be celebrated, as a path forward for our community, as a great way to kind of change generations and provide opportunities. And the money has allowed me to be able to reach kids that won't always get these types of opportunities. And that's why it's been so meaningful for me to be able to be one of the ambassadors, because not only are we providing Hispanic representation in the space where I never grew up seeing any Hispanic scientists or engineers on TV or movies. And if I did, it was on something like a Narcos type movie, right? And so it was not the type of energy and education that I wanted kids to be seeing. So now to be able to shine a light on that, but then also provide the opportunities to the students that need it the most, the kids that aren't getting science kits bought for them or that don't have the most engaging experiences with it. Now they have someone that looks like them and they can go and do it themselves.
What advice do you have for those trying to leave their mark? Because I know you're very influential. It sounds like you're already leaving your mark, but what advice do you have for others trying to do that too?
The first thing I would say is that we often look at it as like, oh, I'm a volunteer, or I'm doing this work for others, but it's actually so much more rewarding for yourself. All of these opportunities that I've received, starting my own business, whatever cool things that have happened to me in life are usually because I've cared about other people. Yeah. So the more you try to help other people, the stronger, the more successful you personally need to become. And so that kind of grows your impact on others, but also on what you're able to accomplish yourself. And then the other piece of advice is you got to figure out what you're passionate about as early as possible. And if you have that already, if you know you love science or you know you love sports or whatever it is that you're passionate about, dig into that as much as you can. Spend as much of your energy, time, money if you need to, into that thing that you care about a lot, because that's where you're going to have the most success and where you're going to have the most impact on others. Yeah. And if you don't know what that is yet, just try a bunch of things, right? Like pick up different sports, try different hobbies, talk to people, look up YouTube videos now on people that have success in different areas. And that will allow you to start figuring out what areas you might be more excited about. And once you find that one that really clicks, you're going to then be able to funnel all that energy in to make yourself very successful and impactful in that space.
Well, Jay, thank you for your time. I hope we get to catch a show like IRL one of these days, because I saw your social videos and they're awesome.
That's
but yeah,
so
I want to,
awesome.
like you said, the curiosity behind magic is like, I want to know how he did it. That's like, well, here you go.
Yeah, I love how passionate you are about what you do. We're rooting for you and everything you're doing for the community. So thank you so much, Jay.
And where can people find you on social media?
Yep. So my TikTok, Instagram is at Jay Flores Inspires. So that's Jay Flores, Flores Inspires. And then if you go to inventtechange.com, I've got the links to all the YouTube videos. If you want to do experiments with your kids or you want to watch other science videos, I've got great content that's geared towards K to 12, and, meet science standards and all that good stuff. So just want to have a weekend and do some fun experiments with your kids or learn some more about science. That's a great spot. And yeah, I'd love to have you guys at a show one day. It's great for all ages. I blow everybody's mind, whether you're young or old.
All right, well, cuídate, Jay, and we'll be in touch.
Take care, Jay. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
That's awesome.
For all you out there who are helping your communities, go tell Cheetos about it. Apply for your chance to be the next Cheetos Deja tu Huella ambassador and win $25,000.